Hello, hello, my lovely people. This is Talk Art with Oni, and I welcome everybody to Talk Art with Oni. I'm the African artist, and today we'll be having a very lovely talk with Laura, Laura Zanon. She's a great artist, like wonderful artist, and I think yeah, the queen is in the house, and I think without no delay, we can just get this started already. You're welcome, my lovely people. Welcome to Talk Art with Oni, and today I'll be having a conversation with Laura Zanon. She's the artist in the house today, and I am so honored. Yeah, hello. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm blessed. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful and I'm honored because you're a great talent, and I think we have to talk about your art, and it's so amazing. Your arts are so beautiful. So, for not wasting much time, we want to know who is Laura. Laura Zanon, right? I hope I got the name right.
Yes, it's almost like that. Laura Zanon. That's it.
Zanon. Okay, okay. So we would love to know this great talent.
Thank you for the invitation and the compliments. I'm a very shy person, so I get a little nervous. But my name is Laura Zanon. I am a visual artist here in Brazil. I am 19 years old, almost 20. My birthday is coming.
Wow.
Uh,
Okay.
I think that's it to introduce myself. I like to do digital arts, and I also paint watercolor, and now I'm learning acrylic painting.
So, okay. Okay, if that's all, let me know when did you are you doing art professionally, or you're doing art just like for hobby, or you're doing it professionally?
I think now I can say that I'm a professional artist, but I don't know for sure. But I really like to learn about art and to improve my art. So that is what I think it is a professional artist. Someone that tries to improve the art, research about it, talk about it. And I'm doing this right now. And I'm also getting some money for this kind of thing now. So I think it's going to be more professional for now. But it's really good. I'm trying to improve and to talk about it with a lot of people that I know, and I'm very nervous.
Don't
I have never like
don't
this.
don't be, because here is a very free platform, and you're talking to an artist like you, so you don't need to be nervous, and we don't really here is not really it's not really uptight, if you can understand what I'm saying. It's not uptight, so just feel free like you're talking to your your usual friend. I'm your friend, so we're just having a chat. You are free to ask me. You're free to ask me any question. It's a conversation. It's not an interview. It's a conversation between me and you. So it goes in and out. So you can also ask me any question you like.
Okay, so I really like art since I was a child. I really was into that. I danced ballet for like 5 years in my life. I really like to sing. I really like to play instruments when I was a child. So I think all kinds of arts came to me, and I really like to express myself in different ways. I also write poetries right now. So I do a lot of things. So I really like all kinds of art and to express myself in different ways. And art has helped me to understand my feelings, understand who I am. I start loving myself because of art. When I started drawing, I was like drawing myself at first. So I really like to see how I used to be and how I am today. And sometimes when we are a child, we usually see ourselves for other people. So they tell us who we are. But then I start thinking about myself like who I really am. And I start feeling more confident about myself, about my appearance, about my feelings. And art has really helped me through all these years in my life.
Great. So when we started having this chat, you said you do acrylic. Why acrylic? Why not oil? Tell me what went into that like yeah, why acrylic and why not oil?
I don't know how to explain that because I start with watercolor because it's more cheap for me. But then I start to improve and think about other materials that I can use. And I don't know why acrylic painting draw my attention, but I really like the texture of this paint and how I can use different colors and do a lot of texture with it. But I don't know why I choose acrylic painting is a great question, but I really like it. I am still learning how to use it, but it's very cool to learn and to be able to do some mistakes and start all over again. It's so cool to me.
Great. So have you tried oil?
No, not yet.
Okay, so maybe when you try oil, you might have a different you might have a different you might have a different choice. Like, okay, fine. Maybe now because I've met some artists who started with acrylic and later love to use oil. But me, I use everything. I use everything. So you sell your work. You sell your work. Paint them and make them.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can.
Okay, I was trying to find out if your works are for sale, if you sell them.
I couldn't understand. Sorry. I don't know if it is the internet or something like that.
Okay, I want to. Can you hear me properly now? Can you hear me now? I'm sure there is something interfering at your end because I can hear feedback. I can hear myself talking at your end.
Ah, okay, I see. Oh, let me take a headphone, okay? Just a second.
Sally, I think that's right.
Just a second.
Sorry, guys. We're just having a great chat with Laura, and we're talking about her art and trying to know her more. She's she's a talented lady, and we're talking and trying to know her thought process and all this stuff. So hopefully she will join us. I think she's having some technical issues. So when she joins us, we can get the conversation started as I listen to Maria Pascal. Actually, I have no right to this music playing. Let me just put it out there. Okay, she's back. The Queen is back. Okay,
I'm back.
can you hear me now?
Yes,
Perfect. Now
perfectly.
it's yeah, yeah. I was trying to find out your art piece, that's your productions, your artworks. Do you sell them? Or they're
Yes,
just for
I
your
sell them.
personal?
Yes, I'm selling those right now. I have print some kinds of digital arts and also my watercolor arts, but not acrylic because I'm still learning. I don't know how to deal with that yet, but I pretend to send in the future.
Great. So, Cyrus, my baby is on the line. Hi, Cyrus. Um, okay. So, I want to know from you, when did you, made up your mind? Like, okay, now I want to start doing art. Like, yeah, I want to do art, and I want to sell them. I want the world to see this beautiful stuff that I'm doing. When did that decision came for you?
I think it's like 1 year or 2 years ago, I start to research and improve my art. And some kind of people came to me and start doing, oh, I want to buy your art. And I was like, really? Do you want to buy this thing that I did? And they were, yes, I would like. And then I start selling to some friends, some people that I know at my university or at my work. And then I start selling it. And now I'm going to improve and making parts of events in my city. So I start to improve and getting better. It was very hard to me to give it a price at the beginning because I don't know what I was doing and I don't know how somebody would like to pay for it. So it was very hard at the beginning. But then I start seeing that another people were interested in my art, and I was like, why not? Why I can't sell it? And I start to research and improve, and then I see that I could sell it, and it could be a profession, is not and not only a hobby. And that's why I start thinking about it in a different way that I was thinking some years ago. Even though the art makes part of my life during my whole life, actually, since I was a child, I never thought about it like a professional and to get money for it. But then when I saw people trying to buy it, I was like, oh, that's a different job that I can do. So I'm also an English teacher here in Brazil. So I do a lot of kinds of things at the same time. So I thought that now I can do more things. I start to do some products, some t-shirts to sell, some prints. So I start to thinking about it as a product too, not only a piece of art and something that I really like to express myself.
Great. I wanted to find out why digital art. Tell me the interest in digital art.
In digital art, I think I was kind of having a mental disorder at the time because I don't know what I was doing with watercolor. And then I start to think about different kind of arts that I can use and start. And I saw digital arts, and I think so beautiful and different. You have a lot of things that you can use at the same time, and you don't have to buy a lot of things, even though the material is expensive. But you have a large resource of materials. And I starting doing like this in my cell phone and start to think, oh, that's cool. I really liked it. And also I start to see myself in that digital art, and I started doing my identity. And now I can see my identity in this piece of art that I'm doing now. And I am so glad about it because I really tried to find my style, what I was doing. And now I think I know my place. I know what I'm trying to do. And I think the digital art went so well for me, even though it is not a long time that I'm doing it. It's like, I don't know, less than a year that I'm doing it, but I really like to see myself in it. And I think I really found myself, and I can see my style, I can see my identity. I know what I'm going to pass and to express with it. I think more confident with it.
Great. So, as an artist, what inspires you? What
I think
inspires you as an artist?
a lot of things. I all my inspirations come to my real life. So when I'm going to talking with my friends or my family, when I'm doing something that I love or watching some series, some movies, I really get inspired, and this happens during my day normally. And when I'm leaving, I just think about something that I could create, and I write about it in my cell phone, and then I start to doing it. So it's something that really appears to me during my life, and I go and do it. So it's something that came from different perspectives in my life. It's pieces of places that I've been to, people that I knew, conversations that I had. And also when I start researching more, I was trying to make people feel what I'm feeling when I'm doing my art. And that is being confident, feeling good. When I start my professional art, as I told you, I write poetry, I danced for a long time in my life, and all this kind of arts were to me very, very down. I think I could express my bad feelings too, and that are so deep to me. But when I'm talking about my visual art, it's completely different. I feel more confident, I feel happy when I do it, even though when I'm going to talk about deep feelings and bad feelings, I really think that visual arts and drawing, illustrating, painting makes me feel a better person. And sometimes when I started to write poetry and dancing, I really like to express, to put out that feeling that I had. But with digital art, with illustration, drawing, I really think that when I sit down and start doing something is to feel better. Even though I'm not feeling that good at that moment, when I finish it and I saw it, I am really glad. I don't know how to explain that, but I can see a lot of difference between my writing and my drawings, my life dancing and my drawings. They are so different and express my life in different ways since I was a child and now, and I can see this big difference. So I think that what inspires me is a lot of things that happen to me, happen to women that I know. That's why I really like to draw women and Black women too. So it's all about my feelings and how can I be better to myself. And I want people that feel the same way.
Great, great, great. Now, have you, okay, because you just told me you started 2 years, so the question I want to ask, I'll ask it in a contest, like, okay, fine. Have you done exhibition or are you thinking of, having one?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
I said, have you had an exhibition, like, display and have a proper exhibition, or you're planning to have one?
Okay, understood. I really like to have one, like a big one, but I'm participating at events in my city. So I really go to exhibition in events, in some kinds of public places too. So I'm really into my hometown, but I really like to be in another country, to be in another cities. I think so great, and I can't even imagine that in this moment, but I really want to do it in the future.
Okay. Now I want to find out, because I hear in the news how COVID is ravaging Brazil, and I want to know how it is for you as an artist, as a creative person. What has been going on, and how do you work under these conditions?
It's really bad here. I can tell you, because in my city especially, we don't have properly quarantine. So now we are having the buildings closing, the supermarkets, and the time to get home just now, So at the beginning, we start closing the companies, but then when you go out the street, you can see a lot of people there not using mask or using in not a proper way. So it's really hard here, and we don't know when it's going to end, because our president is really, he is not thinking about us, I guess, because all the things that he's doing, he doesn't care about what we are doing, and don't give properly things that we can do at this moment. But now we can get this quarantine properly, but there are still people in the streets and people using masks, and I don't know, it's really hard. I think my art can express this at this moment. At the beginning, I felt so I don't know how to deal with it at the beginning, because I don't know what was happening. And then when I start thinking that it's not getting over, we're still in it. And sometimes I get so anxious about it. I don't know how it's going to be the future. I really like to play in my life, and now it's not the moment that I can play my life, especially because I work in a school and I have to give classes online. And sometimes I have my time, my schedule reduced, and now it's going to back to normal. And these kinds of things are make me so not confident. I think that I can't plan anything, and nothing is going to happen. I don't know when it's going to end. So it's a big mess here, I can tell you. I'm laughing, but because I don't want to cry, because it's really bad here, unfortunately. But I think at this time, the things that are helping me, it's art. As I told you, art is going to was with me during my whole life, and now it's not different. So when I'm feeling bad, when I'm feeling something that sometimes I get so nervous about what's going to happen, because I have so many works to do just at school and in my art, and I don't know really how to do it. And sometimes I just need to sit down and draw and paint. And there are some things that make me feel really, really happy and make me feel calm at the same time. So when I start doing that, it's like I turn off all the world, and I'm just there doing my art. And that is the thing that make me feel confident and comfortable now, because if it wasn't for it, I don't know what I will do if it wasn't art in my life, especially in this time, because we are feeling a lot of things at the same time, and we don't know how to express it and how to deal with it. And sometimes we can see the difference now, because we have the art that makes us think about the world, to criticize things, and we have the art that makes us feel comfortable, to feel safe, to be happy. And I'm trying to do this kind of art at this moment, because in the news we can see a lot of bad things happen, and we know that we need to know the things that are happening, but at the same time, so many news is so bad to us, so bad. And I'm trying to do this art that make me feel comfortable, to make me feel safe, just for this moment. I want to feel safe now and be better. So I'm not freak out because it's really bad seeing the news all the time, seeing bad things all the time.
Okay, so from what we are just talking, but if you have any question for me, you feel free to ask me. This is a conversation. It's not an interview. So if you have any question you want to ask me, you can just feel free because we're having a conversation. I'm not doing interview. We're just having a conversation. But let me ask you this one: are you looking at one day going all out, like doing only art? Are you considering that option of being a
Yes,
full-time professional artist?
yes, I can consider that, but I think it's going to be in the future. I think it's going to be a long time for now, but I really want to do that. I really want to get my all time that I have in art and get to improve that. I know that is going to be better for me. It's going to be better for my art. So I really want to do that, but in this moment it's not possible, unfortunately. But I really want to do that in the future.
Okay, so have you, because you told me you like all art and stuff like that, have you considered trying to collaborate with other artists? Are you open to that kind
Yeah.
of idea? Collaborate with other artists?
Yes, I really am into this idea. I really think that we need to be together right now and to support each other because it's really hard to be an artist and I think when we are together it's better. And I really want to do that. I really want to get part in a group with another artist and discuss about it and talk about art. Uh, I really like to do that. And here in my city, we have a group with artists that is starting nowadays. So it's really cool to see another people and see different kinds of art and know that we can experience different things. So I think it's really cool. I really like another artist and to talk with them and to change experiences. I think it's great.
So you would like to work with other artists, like work together with them too?
Yes, I really like it. I really like
Right.
in my university we have a project with art. So we make everybody together once a month, once a 2 months actually, and we do this exhibition and talk about art. We do a team and everybody comes with their art. I think it's really cool. And now we can't do this anymore because of COVID, unfortunately. But I really miss that. I think it was so great to me to be part of something and have another artist to talk about it, to understand. And I know that they can give me tips and I can give them tips about things. I can learn with them. So it's really cool to have another artist near you. I think it is great. That's why I really love your invitation, because I could see that you have a lot of artists here in your Instagram, and I felt really comfortable to seeing another artist in different parts of the world. I think that's beautiful. So I am really glad to be here today.
I'm so honored to have you because actually, because of people like you, that's why I created this platform so that we can talk about our art, talk about ourselves, promote our business, support each other, and just let people know that we are there, because art is somehow like, okay, fine, but that's the main reason why I said, okay, fine, let me get this started. Now, to my next question. As an artist, tell me your how do I put it so that you understand? Let me say, um, have you dealt with rejection? Have you come across somebody who doesn't like your work? and how did you deal with it?
Yes, it happened. Actually, when I was starting, I'm still starting, but
We all
at the
start,
beginning,
we
yes, every
all,
day.
yeah.
And I think that people came to me to talk bad things because I was not confident about my art. So I let them talk to me, whoever, the way that they prefer. And I really got bad about it. Uh, so I start thinking about my art like a way to express myself and be part of my identity. And I know when I'm talking to about myself, nobody can say that I'm not doing okay because it's me. They don't know me. So I start thinking about it like it's me. It's something that I do, and I start being glad and being confident and be proud about what I'm doing. And I really feel that right now because at the beginning I really expect the compliments. I really expect that people stay at my side, but sometimes they don't, and we need to face it, even though it is hard. And at the beginning, I started doing this exhibition in my university in this project that I told you. And at the beginning, I saw some people telling that is not art what I was doing because it's not good enough. And then I started thinking about, okay, so this is not good enough. How can I improve that? And I start researching and improving my art. And I think when you found your style, your identity, you really felt good and confident about it. So when people came to me to talk something that I don't want to hear, I just let it go because it's not something important to me anymore that it was before. And I really like that my art come to different people, and the people that compliment me are really meaningful to me. So when they talk to me, when they do comments and really I can see the truth in what they are saying. And when people come to me to talk about bad things and something that I did wrong, I just let it go because I know that are a lot of people that are feeling glad and being identified too with my art. And I think that's the powerful thing that art has is to feel comfortable and also make other people feel comfortable as well. So when I do a piece of art and another person see it, they can see different things that I saw when I was doing. And I think that people can identify and know things and think they are beautiful as I was feeling when I started creating. So all of this was very cool to me to understand that people sometimes you don't know them, but they need your art at some kind of way that I don't know how to explain. But sometimes we see something and you really think that something is for you. And that's really cool. And sometimes you have no idea about it. You don't know this person. And when people come to me and tell me that my art's good and they really feel comfortable seeing it or they have it in their houses, I really feel so glad because I know that art tells a lot of stories and people has different stories. And that's so good to have an art traveling around the world. So I'm not thinking about bad things anymore. I really don't care about it. So I think the best way to do that is to understand that sometimes we are doing something to ourselves, you know, and when other people feel the same way as you or can see your identity in it, they can feel good. And that's why I'm moved, and that's why I create things, I do arts because of it. So the bad compliments, it will appear sometime. It's normal. People will talk, but I think that we need to focus in the good things, the people that really are for you, people that support you, people that really likes your art. That makes the total difference.
Okay, so thank you for that question. So, if I will ask you, what is your style as an artist? What is your style?
That's a really difficult question, because I was finding my style for a long time, and I don't know how to express that to tell you this is my style, because as I told you, I get inspired by a lot of things in my life. So I start thinking about style like as something that you do in your art and you think that is comfortable, and you feel that makes part of it. And something that I am really doing right now is like to drawing girls with an empty space in their hearts. And I don't know how to explain that, but it makes part of my style and how I'm feeling today. And I think that style can change during during our lives. So I'm not saying that I have one style, because it's changed every day. But now I can see that I really like to talk about anxiety and feelings that I have nowadays. And also I like to draw nature. I really like plants. I really like women. I really like black women. I really like nudes. I really like a lot of things. So it's really good to me to see that I have something special that I like to do. And when I see that, I can see myself. So my style nowadays is just plants, empty spaces, sometimes flowers, and women especially.
Do you know why I asked that question? Is because I asked that question because, you know, there's some works you will see from an artist. Nobody will tell you that, no, this is Laura. You understand me? When they see, they say, no, this is Laura's work, because you've been able to develop that kind of, you know, signature. When anybody sees it, no matter the topic you want to address, no matter what you feel, at the end of the day, you stand out. Even if you don't sign the work, just like a Picasso. When you see a Picasso, you know that, yeah, this is Picasso. You understand me? So that was why I talked about that. So now let me ask you, what will be success as an artist for you?
I didn't understand what would be.
I said, what will be success for you as an artist?
Success. That's a great question. I think success is when you feel good with what you're doing, be proud what you are doing, and when you're not ashamed to show your art to another person, because I was like that when I started. I didn't like to show my art to anybody. It's going to be just for me. And I think when you are proud of what you are doing, you want to show the world what are you doing, the art that you do, and want to make people feel what you're feeling. And I think success is not about money or about places that you are and something that you want, but something that you feel. Yeah, so comfortable, when you feel proud, when you see your art and you really can see yourself at the same time. It's a really great experience, and it is success to me is to be proud, to show your art, to be there, and and you are not ashamed about it. So I think it is a great step, and you need to do that every day to get this success and to know how to deal with it. Because as I told you, it is very hard, and sometimes people are going to tell you things that you don't want to hear, and bad things that will make you so bad that you don't want to do anything anymore, but you need to keep doing it. And when you know that you can do it, and no matter what people said, it is what you are, it is your art. I think that is success, really.
So, you told me before that you were keeping your art to yourself before people started saying, "Oh, nice, it's nice." So let me ask you, when you sold your first piece, how much was it?
Oh, I don't remember it. I think it was like 30 reals. I don't know if you know the money here.
Convert it to dollars for me. Dollars will be universal.
Dollar. Let me see. Now I don't know, because when I sell it, the person give me more money than I asked them. So they say, no, you can take it. That's it. I'm going to pay it for your piece of art. So I don't remember actually, but nowadays not is not that expensive, because I'm doing digital, and I am still learning how to give it a price. And also I'm printing it, so it's not the original piece. So when it is the print, I'm sell like about, I don't know if I'm doing all right about the prices, because I think it is, oh, I don't know how to do it. I'm really bad at maths. Sorry. But when it is a print, it's really, it's not that expensive. But I think I sell only 2 pieces that were the original, and just for one person. I think that's it, just for one person.
Great.
But I'm really bad about the prices. I'm still learning how to do the price.
Okay, I want to know, how long does it take you to finish a piece? Not a digital piece though, but the real, your real piece. How long does it take you to finish one piece?
I think it's going to be like 3-4 hours. It depends, because sometimes I sit down and I start doing and I finish it at the same day, because I get so excited about it. But sometimes I start someday and the other day I continue. And so it depends. But if I sit down and do it at the beginning to finish it, I think 3-4 hours. It depends of the size too. But if it is a medium size, it's going to be 3-4 hours.
Okay, so as an artist, have you experienced creative blackout? And if you've experienced it, how do you deal with it?
Yes, I experienced it, because at the beginning I started posting my art, and I post one day and then never more, because I don't know what to draw, what to paint, what to do. So it was very hard to think about different ways and different things that I could do. And sometimes I'm thinking about so many things at the same time, and I don't know how to deal with it, because I'm working, I am studying, I am doing a lot of things. In my usual routine, I get up at 6 a.m. and get home at 10 p.m. So it's really, it's the whole day out of my house. So it was a time that I couldn't draw because I don't have time, or because I don't have something that I would like to express, and a lot of things in my head. So it was was something that I feel so vulnerable, I guess, because I don't have time to sit down and do what I like to do. Even though I really like my university, I really like my work, I really like what I'm doing, but at the same time, I need a time to sit down and draw, sit down and do my art. And when I don't have it, I feel so, I feel lost, I guess. So it was like a large period of time that I didn't do anything. But I don't know how I deal with that. I don't know how I start doing the art again. I think that sometimes I just have the time to do it, because sometimes on Sundays I have more time to do the things that I want, because I still work on Saturdays. And then when I get on Sunday, I like, oh, that's my time. I need to do that. And I really establish these times for me when I am in a break, when I have a little time that I'm not doing anything. I really like to do my art at that moment, even though if it is 5 minutes, 2 minutes. I really want to go everywhere with my notebook and draw something that came to my mind, so I cannot lost it. And also to balance my life, because art is like an escape to me. I can feel everything and I can feel nothing at the same time. And sometimes we only need to stop thinking about the work, about the things that you have to do. And then I start going everywhere with my notebook and sit down and draw. And I really like to establish these moments in my life that I can do that, because if I don't do that, I think I'm going to freak out, because I really have I need this time with myself. When we didn't have COVID, I really liked to go to a cafeteria and sit down at a snack bar and start drawing just myself, with a coffee, with a snack. And I think that's changed my life, because when I start doing that in some periods, I really like to see the difference between my normal day and when I was drawing, when I was with myself. And that is something that I'm really miss right now, because I really want to go outside and sit down in the grass and draw. It's just that. It's simple. And I think that it's very good to establish the days that you want to stay with yourself, because we have a lot of appointments during our day and we don't have time for ourselves. And you need to know what is good for you, what makes you better, what makes you feel good, and start doing it, actually. Because sometimes, I really like to draw, I really like to sing, but you don't have time to do that. So as well as I have a time to get to work, a time to get home, I have a time to get with myself and do my art, because it's really important to me. I learned it during my life, and I'm still missing it, but I'm doing it. I think that the perfect time that I can do it is on Sunday. So every Sunday I sit down and start, I'm going to draw right now because I need it. Even though when I'm not feeling that good to draw, I really like to remember me, the things that I love, the things that I like to do, because sometimes we forget and we need to remind ourselves every day. So I really try to do that. And now I think I have more time, I guess, to do that. But I really like to establish this time that I can be with myself.
Great. Okay. I want to know, as an artist, what do you want your brand to represent? What's your brand? Let me put it that way. What's your brand?
I think I want to represent a lot of women And as I told you, I started drawing myself, and I was starting to think that I was beautiful, I was worthy, I was proud of who I am. And I think that people that see my art feel the same way. I feel that I want that people to look at the art that I do and, oh, that's me. I think that's beautiful. Some people that I sell my arts, they say, oh, this is so me. It's like you know me. And I think that I want to be at the same time a woman that feel confident, and at the same time a lot of people. I want that everybody feels good things when they see my art. And I think that my art really represents this powerful feeling that I feel when I'm doing it. So I think that feeling confident, feeling comfortable, I think that is my brain, my thing that I want to represent and to express to each other.
Great. Now, you know, you remind me of something. I want to know, do you still play instruments, or you stop playing instruments? And what kind of instruments do you play if you do?
No, I don't play anymore. I really like to play pandeiro. I don't know how to say that in English, but like the instrument that we play on samba. And I really liked to do that when I was a child because my grandfather play it, and I really like to play with him and to dance, to sing, but I don't do it anymore. I don't know to play any other instruments. I'm very bad.
Okay. Now I want to know from you, who are your 5 top artists?
Ooh, that's great. I don't want to be unfair about the other artists that I really like, but I think that national artists are my favorite one.
Somebody said the instrument you're talking about is called tambourine.
Oh, okay, that's it. That's it. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I really like national artists, and nowadays that I'm getting into that, I'm seeing another artist, and let me think about some names. I really like Color Lilas, Alencar Arts. Who else? I'm not good at names, but I really like to surround myself with national artists, Black artists, that makes me feel comfortable to see that and makes me inspired when I'm seeing it. So there are a lot of artists here in Brazil that I really, really love it. And I don't know how to say only one. I don't want to be unfair with them, but
I just want five. I know there are many. Yeah, I just want 5.
Okay. So I like Alencar Arts, Color Lilas, Nina Sachi. I don't know if I'm saying the right names actually, but let me see. Elotangelo. What else? Oh, are so many. I think that Top Arts too. Yes, I think that are my top 3, my top 5. Sorry, I think they are nowadays. They are the ones that came to my mind when I'm talking about art.
Okay, as an artist, tell me your most embarrassing moment.
Ooh, I guess when people came to me to do a commission, and once one girl told me that she wanted a very awkward drawing, and I didn't understand why, but she asked me, and I really liked the result. It was like an animal. No, let me think better how to explain that. It was she doing. She was painting painting, oh my God, the word escapes from my mind. She was painting a fabric, and in this fabric it was a lot of people that were drawing her at the fabric, and she at the middle of the fabric was drawing an animal. So it's completely awkward, but I did it, and I really like the result actually. But sometimes I have these embarrassing situations when I'm talking about something that I think people are talking about this art and they are talking about other one, and I'm really into that art and really deep about it. Oh, it doesn't make sense with the art that I'm seeing. So I like, oh, it's not this one, is that one? That's happening constantly. And when people ask me for a commission and start to think a lot of things at the same time, and I need to organize everything to do to really draw what they're expecting, I think it's challenging.